So I have been accused of being a really good bunker player. And I I love using my hands, and I spent years just flipping at wedges and learning how the bounce worked with the ground to really get some elevation on the ball. So when I'm in a bunker, I know that I need to do two things. I need to make sure that the bounce is entering the sand first behind the ball. If I'm to make a big splash out of a bunker, I need to make sure that I am concentrating and very in tune with the bounce of the club hitting the sand first and getting underneath the ball and letting the sand carry the ball out, not the club. So this is down the line, and all I'm going to point out here is kind of where I am in relation to the target line. So if we look here, so I'm about ready to go. So here's the target line. The face of the club is actually pointed straight up at my face. So I don't have it open, I just have it very neutral, and I'll show you face on here in a minute. So keep that in mind. I have it neutral. What I do know is that the leading edge of the club is directly and perpendicular at this target line. So I've got the leading edge of the club pointed at the target line. Now we're going to roll this a little bit, and you're going to see that that's the target line. And here are my shoulders, and here is the shaft. Well, let me make that better. Here's the shaft plane. Right there. Oh, those are arrows. I don't want that. All right, so here's my shoulder plane. Here, hold on. No, I don't want that. Here, no, come on. Here, come on. Here's my shoulder plane. Okay, we're gonna go another way. And then here's the shaft plane. Going right down that shaft. So, target line, shoulder plane, shaft plane. All right, so we're gonna roll it, and hopefully my tripod person is right here. So look how I go right up the shaft plane with my hands, and the club head is actually on the shoulder plane. And then it just continues on up. Look how good that is. Woo! I am good. Look how open the face is. So see that against the background of the blue sky? Look how open that face is. But look how flat my wrist is. So look how I drop down. So did I just drop my hands and my arms? No. I just sat down into my posture. So all I did was just kind of boop, sit right down. Look at that sit down squat right there. That's really good. So if my body is going down and I'm kind of loaded up into my legs, then when I start to turn, I am unloading all of this kind of built up energy with my upper body down into the ball. Look how I stay down with my legs. So if we can go back. Now look how I stay down. So now I'm gonna draw. So here's my knees, here's my waist or my butt. So I go up, and then look how I stay down with it. Head never moves. Head is perfectly still. So these are the things as an instructor I'm looking at. I'm just really good in a bunker. Now you get me with full iron shots, I'm not this stable. My head actually stays down longer in a bunker shot than it does with my iron shots. So you can see that I'm getting lower and lower and staying level with the sand and then blasting it out. So characteristics there looking down the line is, number one, we're going to draw these lines again. Number one, look how the hands go right up the shaft plane and the club head go right up the shoulder plane. So I'm actually picking that club directly up. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about taking that toe and hitting the top of my head with it. The toe of the club hitting the top of the head with it. Sit down, stay level, blast out. Now look how I haven't really rotated any of my, I really haven't used any force with my feet. So I'm trying to stay as centered as possible and not move my feet at all. So when I dig in, so I'm in, and I'm 2 or 3 inches into the sand. Look how I've got nothing going on with my feet. Now that doesn't mean that my feet are passive. What it does mean is that I am dug in and I'm trying to stay as stable as possible. That is what that means. All right, so now let's go to, actually let's play it in full speed. And it was a really good shot actually. And then we'll go with a face-on shot. Sounds good. Woo! Oh, that is so good. Look at that little nod I give myself. Little mental high five there. All right, so let's erase all of these. Then we'll go through it in slow-mo. Pick it up. Come down, sit, squat, blast. Staying level. Really good. Woo. Look at that.